G'day Spurs fans, it's Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic sock show on the internet. I hope you're all well. I hope 2024 sounds like a science fiction film, doesn't it? I hope it's going all right for you so far. We ended the year on a high at Tottenham. The transfer window creaks open. Let's hope George Formby hasn't got his fingers stuck in it. And we'll see what happens. See if this Dragosin comes through. See if a midfielder like Conor Gallagher comes through. Who knows, man? Who knows what's happening? Some good news I saw this morning. I don't know if it's true or how false. It's so hard to know. But there was something saying that Papa Madasar's injury isn't as serious as it first looked, or as obviously the poor kid first felt, because he was distraught. So hopefully he can go and help try and defend his crown for Senegal, which would be nice. I hope he's all right. I haven't seen any news on Valise, but something Bentancur playing was a really nice surprise the other day. And you know, when people say Ange is naive, well, was that a naive move, just keeping a little bit of Bentancur up his sleeve? Because it surprised the hell out of everyone I know, and it was a great surprise. It lifted everyone's spirits. Now after the match, the one I saw was on Optus Sport, so I don't know if these get bandied around all over the place. The after-match interview with Ange Postecoglou, the interviewer said something like, you know, the effort of your players, it's been good. You're only 1 point off the top four, 1 point behind Arsenal because they lost. And I notice this because Ange, when he's talking, often will look down. You know, looks like a thoughtful guy to me anyway. But he looked him dead in the eye and he says, we're only 3 points off the top. If that's the difference between a remarkable season and us, then you know, it's pretty good. And it just got me thinking that I think Ange believes we can win the title this year. He's going for it this year. Whether we get there or not's another thing, but he's certainly going for it. I think we can still do it. Liverpool got a result. Only one team have beaten Liverpool though, and that's us. So to say we're out of it, I think is not right. It's just under half the season to go. 6 points is starting to stretch out a little bit. Maybe if that gets to 8 points, well no, it's going to be 9 points, isn't it? Because Arsenal threw away an 8-point lead last year. So about 9 points and you can start maybe knocking that idea on the head. But at the moment it's very close. Bit of a 5-horse race, which could make for, if all those teams are still in at the end of the year, it could be one of the most exciting Premier League seasons that I can remember. Usually it's someone runs away with it. Sometimes it's two. Usually it's just one though, isn't it? But we're still in there, And our attention now turns to the only other competition we're in, the FA Cup. We've got a home tie against Burnley. Not the easiest of draws, you could say. It'd be nice to have got like Ebbsfleet or someone like that, someone who's in it. But no, we've got a Premier League team. And I'm wondering how we're going to approach it. Now, you know, in previous years, I think it's been fair to say that Tottenham have prioritised top four over other trophies. Possibly one of the reasons why Jose got sacked was he fielded a strong team before, a weakened team before the League Cup final. And he got his marching orders after that. But this year, you know, I'm gonna have a little bit of latitude on this one, because I've definitely been saying that in the past. But I think while we're in shot of the title, I think we've got to focus on the Premier League. We've got to give everything, because there's a chance. There is a chance we could do it when we get our better players back. If we hadn't have lost them, I think we'd be top. There's no bullshit there. I think we would have been top. We were top when we had them. The only reason we're not top is because they're not around anymore. So I think it would be a good match to see what the youth's like. I don't know. Get in Donnelly, get in Dorrington, see how they perform. And I wouldn't have the opinion that that's not prioritising the FA Cup. Like I say, it's different. If we were 5th or 6th or 7th. Then I'd say yeah, okay, because then it's clear if you're going for top four. But while the title is still up for grabs, I want the league. I want the Premiership. That's what I want. I think we'll definitely be closer next year, but while it's tantalisingly close. I don't want to give up on that idea. So we haven't got much of a choice, I don't think, too much of a choice in which team we are going to play, because everyone's still crook, aren't they? So it might be the kids, or it might not be. I think it might be an idea to play them, give some of the players a rest for the Premier League. I think the Premier League's more important at the moment. Be nice to have a cup run, of course, and I'm not saying we're going to play to lose or anything like that. And when it comes down to it, Ange is going to pick a team that he thinks can beat Burnley, no matter who the personnel are. But I'm excited, you know, it's the FA Cup. I'm sort of talking down on it there, but I'm just, you know, my ears really lit up when Ange said that. We're only 3 points off the top, which is now 6. But FA Cup, last couple of years last several years has not gone well for us. I can't remember us getting past the 5th round, really. We've been knocked out by who? We've been knocked out. Is it Nottingham Forest, Middlesbrough? Is it that kind of stuff we're talking about? Not real good, not really good, because this cup used to be ours. We used to be the joint record number holders. I think we might have gone clear at one point. How many times have we won it? 02, 21, 61, 62, 67, 81, 82, 91. 8 times. That used to be the record. But alas, no more. It's gone way past that now. Way past that. The FA Cup has lost a lot of its allure, hasn't it? It used to be a game that I think all the neutrals used to watch. I haven't watched an FA Cup final, I don't think, since probably the year 2000. I did watch a few when I first moved over to Australia, because it was always live on TV. I don't even think it's live on TV anymore. But I used to like all the pomp and ceremony, the day build-up. I was talking to Coover about this the other day. It'd be a whole week of build-up for the FA Cup final. And if your team was in it, of course, it was extra special. Jim Rosenthal talking to Steve Perryman on the Tottenham team bus on the way to Wembley. The road to Wembley, a bit of history of previous cup finals. It was always lovely stuff, but, you know, that's kind of gone. I think I'll only watch FA Cup final if we're in it, and that's why I haven't watched any for quite some time, because we've been nowhere near. I think we might have gotten to a semi. Did we get to a semi under a Poch? Something like that, I don't know. But it's a fairly civilised time, I think. I can watch it easily. I'll do a watch along. I'm going to do a watch along for it, because I did enjoy doing that. It helped me, you know, let a load of emotion out. Just act like a bit of a goose, which is what I and I think every other Tottenham fan did when we used to go to White Hart Lane. What a weird old bunch, eh? It was fantastic. So we'll see what happens. Maybe by then we'll have made a signing or two. As you can hear, it's a really warm day in Sydney because the insects are going nuts. They're always going nuts when it's warm. But luckily there's no mozzies around beating me, eating me up. We'll see what Ange says in his press conference. Any more surprises? But that's certainly not a naive move, if you ask me. It's funny, like, you know, after we beat Bournemouth, where are all those voices saying we were naive? I can't remember hearing any, because at 2-0 up, we went and got ourselves a third, didn't we? We didn't park the bus. After the third, we changed our formation, but we still we're hardly parking the bus. You can't park a bus with Eric Dyer. He'll run some school kids over, that guy, as he did within 1 minute of coming on. We went for it. That's the way to win a game of football. Don't sit back at 2-0, go and get a third. That's exactly what Tottenham Hotspur did. That's how we won the game. So all those naive people, take it back. Take it back. I'm looking forward to the weekend as ever. I hope life is treating you all well out there. Peace and love, man, and come on you Spurs.